Hola, everybody. I gotta find out the word for everybody. I'll find that today. Todo las personas, maybe? Okay. The other day I did a video on consistency, and then I had a great conversation with somebody in regards to being consistent in what, though. And I think this is really key to, this whole part of the game is that, Donna, I am consistent. I'm showing up every day. And what do I do? And the answer, hi Christina, the answer is events. And so if you're not doing events consistently, you're not going to succeed in this business at the long term. So let me talk about events. Events can be what? Events can be one-on-ones. Events can be classes. Now those classes can be introduction classes. They can be 201, like more specified classes. They can be make and take classes. They can be whatever you want. But the thing is, you have to show up to doing those classes. I had a great conversation with somebody, and I asked them, how are you? You have to be consistent. And they said to me, yeah, I'm showing up every day. And I'm like, well, how are you showing up? And we went off on a private thing, and I was glad because I didn't want to out them or anything like that. But and you know who you are. You are so lovely, and they received it so well. Like, that's what I love about people who are coachable. Got to be coachable. You got to hear something and take action with it, right? So the conversation kind of went like, what am I gonna do? Or here's what I'm doing. I'm showing up because, and I said, well, how are you showing up every day? Well, I'm doing this, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing this. And every single thing that they had told me was part of the Hawaiian sign. And I heard this from somebody. It was part of their Hawaiian sign. So you're planning and you're supporting. And this is going to sustain you, but it's not going to grow you. Okay? Let me rephrase that. It's only this that's going to sustain you. This isn't going to sustain you. The supporting will sustain you. But look at the finger that I'm holding up here. It is not the biggest finger. Supporting is when you have people on your front line who are supporting those people. So let me just give you an example. I'm a presidential diamond. My role is to support 6 people. To support them in their downline, and sometimes it's to support them, their downline, and their downline, right? So I'm going maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 levels down, and I'm supporting those people. I'm trying to activate them as best as that I can. That's my job. I'm gonna do that for years, and then their job is to support their people, and then their job is to support their people, and then their job is to support their people. So my job is to support 6 people until I succeed, right? And then their job is to support 6 people until they succeed. Their job is to support 6 people. We're all doing this as a team, and then we continue to go continue to shine in where we light up for our team. That to me is amazing, because that means that I don't have to be here for the rest of my life unless I want to, which I don't always want to. That's why you don't see me here 24 hours a day. But there's moments in the day that I do want to be here, and so. The rest of the story is that's the supporting role, right? Once you have them on your team, this is the supporting role. So this is the Hawaiian sign. Remember the pipes? This is what we're talking about, the pipes. So P-I-P-E-S, you got 5. And some people live in the Hawaiian sign. They plan all day long. They do their business cards. They're so consistent in that. They're so consistent in reaching out to people and talking and starting relationships with people. And they've got the plan. They plan. Then, luckily they may or may not do a class. And then they support. And then they stop all of these things. And then they support and they support and they support and they support. And then they support and then they support. And then they expect. And they expect from this supported role. And they expect, and I heard Brad on a call today, and one of the things that he said was, a word that you're using is, I wish. I wish that, and My take on that, as soon as I heard it, I was like, yes, what a good thing to say. It's like, you got to stop wishing. You cannot wish that your team is doing something if all you're doing is supporting. If you extend, your wish is just the same thing as I have expectations on my team, right? So just a little side note there. Let's get back to this. This consistency has to be in all 5 of these. But guess what we're also missing in these 5? Leadership. We're missing leadership. If you don't lead your team, you cannot tell me that you are growing as a business, right? If you want to grow your business, listen, BOGO month, you're going to grow. Absolutely. But one thing that I see is that, again, you're the gatekeeper. You've heard me say this. So if you're not doing these things, your team's probably not doing these things. Or you are at a place where you are gold or platinum and you've got these people who are all doing the things and you're like, I want to hit gold. And you're mad at these 3 people and, you've got this 4th person and you're expecting them to do things, but you're not doing all 5 things plus the leadership, right? There's a lot of hats you got to wear here in doTERRA, all right? If you're in this all in until you succeed. You want to succeed in this business, you've got to wear all the hats. You don't have to be great at all of the hats, but you got to wear them all. Let me repeat that because we have a lot of talk about, we hear a lot of talk about the Gallup Strengths Finder, and we see that, well, this is my superpower and this is my strength and I got to operate from my strength and I gotta. But guess what? You still got to wear the other hats. You can't say, well, I'm not good at following up, so I'm just going to enroll. Because that's not going to grow your business. You're going to enroll, but you're not going to grow your business because you need builders. You need to figure out how to engage builders, how to recruit builders, how to lead builders, how to turn builders into leaders. That's a hat that you may not have a superpower in, but that superpower could grow, right? You hearing me on this, you guys? So what do you show up in? You gotta do classes. It all is surrounded in classes and leadership, okay? So those 2 are the things that I believe is going to grow your business. You've gotta do classes and you have to be a leader. So Donna, you say, Donna, I'm not a natural leader. Nobody's a natural leader. Nobody's born a natural leader. You can see somebody who's born a natural boss, right? They're bossy, they tell people what to do. That doesn't make them a leader. You can see somebody who's charismatic. People just look to them because they're so dynamic and charismatic. That doesn't make them a leader. Not in doTERRA, it doesn't. Some people might go, oh, you're really great, but at the end of the day, they don't know how to teach people to teach people to teach people, right? That doesn't make them a leader. So nobody's a born leader. I'm not a born leader, but I've been leading a team. Guess why? Because I've been honing in on my skills of leadership. I'm not afraid to delegate. I'm not afraid to tell people what to do. I see people all the time who, as a health coach before doTERRA, I learned that. So I learned that before doTERRA. People need to be told what to do. Not because they're stupid, but because they are intelligent. They are intelligent and they're looking for answers. I'm always looking for answers. If I came into doTERRA as a business for the first day, I'm looking for somebody to tell me what to do, dang it. I'm not looking for somebody to love me. Yes, maybe I want that too, but that's not going to help me in my business. When I come into this and I want to do this as a business, I want somebody to tell me what to do. Now that can run you troubles if you don't know how to do that well. So you need to learn the skill of becoming a leader. So consistency is great if you're showing up to the things that you need to do to grow your business, which is classes and leadership. If you don't know leadership, there's a great leadership program from Emerge that I recommend all of you do. And if you tell me that it's too much money, well then, it's an investment. Did you buy a house? It's an investment. Did you buy a car? It's an investment. Do you have cable TV? Right? These are all investments that you wouldn't even say boo about. Our culture is like, oh, you want a cable TV? Everybody should have cable TV. Everybody should have a TV, and it should be a flat screen TV. I believe everybody should go do that leadership course. That's the culture we're in. If you are not going to invest, go to the bank, get a loan. Just say, hey, I'm wanting to invest into my business. I need $300. And I need to go and do this. A car is an expense. It's true. It's not really an investment unless you, well, no, it is an investment because you need it to get to your classes. So, I mean, I've seen people who have like the crappiest car that they bought, they bought it for like under $1,000. Whatever it takes, you guys, whatever it takes to build your dreams, to build into who you are, to build into the beautiful woman that you are, the beautiful man that can rise and be the man of today, to be the woman of today. Listen, I was talking about this, I don't know if it was on a call here or somebody else. Women just started voting not too long ago. Do you understand that we are in a different time? Take your power and give it to the world. Know your business. This business is so much more about one thing, but mark my words, it is about classes and it is about leadership. And if you are not honing in on those two skills, then you're not doing doTERRA as a business. That's what we have to do. Yes, we have to love. We have to love, and if you don't, people are going to see past you. All right? So we start with that. We start with love for ourselves. We build up ourselves in order that our bucket is full. Then our bucket overflows, and from that overflow, we give. While we're giving, while we're filling up our bucket, that bucket, do you know what that bucket is also about? It's about honing in on your skills, making yourself the best leader that you can be, making yourself count, making yourself known, making yourself rise to the best of your ability in this business. From there, you give. Part of filling up that bucket is meditation. You know, join the 6 o'clock club, you guys with me. Join it with me. Everybody get up. I get up here around 4:30, before the sun is up. I'm all jet lagged out, okay? But I'm still blissed out. And so I'm up at 4:30, and by about 6:30, I've done, you know, I don't do it every day, but I do it. I do the meditation. I do my journaling. If I don't do it in the morning, I'll do it later. I'll find time to do it. You've just got to show up. And you're going to mess up. I was saying somebody today, I did a call the other day. Somebody had said, Donna, your superpower is showing up, and, you know, your superpower is that you're great. You're a woo, right? So I'm a woo. Yes, I am. It's one of my superpowers. So get me on these 3-way calls, people. I say this, right? To my team. And so somebody's like, Donna, I'm going to take you up on that. I'm like, yes, this is exactly what you're supposed to do in your business. So she takes me up on that, expects me to woo this woman. I didn't get much information, but I got enough that I should have known, right? And so I got her on the phone, and there was something inside of me that says, Donna, trust your gut on this. You're making her uncomfortable. But I kept going because I'm okay with making people feel uncomfortable. I do it all the time. But this one was different. There was something that told me that maybe I should have, you know, did whatever, but something else told me, Donna, keep going. And so what I did was I talked and, you know, again, made her feel very uncomfortable, and I apologized for that. But she, in the beginning, as I'm asking her about her dreams, she says, you know, I don't want to talk about this anymore. And I don't know what this woman's been going through, that she stopped herself from even giving herself permission to dream, you know? And the call got really awkward. And I get off the phone thinking, oh my gosh, that was such a fail. I just failed that whole call, and that was really embarrassing. And I thought, oh, I thought I was good at this, you know? Maybe I'm not as good at this as I thought. Maybe it's not my superpower. And I thought, I don't even know if I ever want to go do this again. And guess what God did? The very next day, I get asked to do another 3-way call. Of course I did. Of course I did. Why wouldn't I? Because I need to show up. I need to show up after I fail, because the only way to succeed is to fail in this business. I'm failing my way to the top, you guys. That's what I'm doing. I fail, and then I succeed, and then I fail, and then I succeed, and then I fail, then I succeed, then I succeed, then I fail. That's the way we do this, you guys. And I gotta show up again. it's okay. You know, it's okay. And I don't know why I shared that, but this is somebody needed to hear that today. Even I fail to this day. Even I don't do things the way that I'm supposed to. I'm having an off day, or I just mess up. And I could get in my hole and say, okay, I don't want to show up today because that sucked. That feeling sucked, and I feel bad, and I failed that person. I failed my leader. And how am I a leader if I can't even, show up to these calls? Now they're never going to want me to call again. They're never going to ask me to do another call. Thankfully, they were nice enough and kind enough to me to say, listen, after we got off the phone, the woman said that, Donna's right. Like I should have the answers to these things. So although I felt apprehensive, I still felt I should keep going, but the call, in my opinion, was a failure. But I know that nothing is for nothing. I know that as I do that, it's going to be okay. So I say that to you today. I say that in your consistency, show up to the right things, you guys. You got to do classes. You got to do classes. You want to be silver? You got to do classes. One-on-ones, fine. How many one-on-ones are you doing? How fast do you want to do this? You want to do it in 10 years? You got to still do classes. You got to still do one-on-ones. Do one-on-one once a week. But you still got to do these. You got to do the planning. You got to do the inviting. You got to do the presenting. You got to do the enrolling. You got to do the supporting. Then you got to do the leadership, right? So that's all from me. Consistency. What are you going to be consistent in? Personal development, showing up for you, getting those pipes down, right? Getting the classes down. The pipes is nothing without the class. Okay? The pipes is nothing without the class. And whatever you're going wrong in, go backwards, right? So if you're supporting people, great. But if you're not supporting people, then you're probably not enrolling enough people. And if you're not enrolling, it's probably because you're not presenting. And if you're presenting, you got to hone in on the skill of how to present well, and then if you're not presenting, then you're not inviting. And if you are inviting and no one's showing up, then you got to work on this. And if you're not inviting, then you got to plan better. Like work your way backwards and figure it out. So this is your business. No one's going to hone in on your skills more than you. So today, this weekend, that's what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to show up to you. And I'm asking you to show up to the things that you need to do in order to grow your business. And the Hawaiian sign isn't it. It's not just about planning and then supporting. You got to do the 3 in between, and you got to do that leadership. Take leadership courses, everybody. All right, go to the bank, get a loan. I don't care. If you really are serious about this, I know you would do it. All right? And love is the foundation of all of it. You can have all the skills, but people will see past you if you don't love. So set an intention before all of it. Love you guys. Have a great weekend. Bye.